Greetings and welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone is having a fantastic weekend still, and I hope it just continues that way. Welcome into some New Day roleplay with my character Jason Langley, member of SAFR, senior firefighter, and field supervisor. And if by chance you're catching this on YouTube or VOD, thank you very, very much for doing so. And we're having a good day, night, week, weekend, whatever it might be. Since we last streamed live, we haven't been in the server. That was yesterday. This is our first time in, and this will be the first time I will be doing an eval playing Jason. So we're going to try to focus on that. I might be distracted. I am sorry if that's the case, but I will do my best. But yeah, we're going to try to get Sasha to her promotion. I am taking care of some stuff, so please excuse. All right, I am definitely focusing, so yeah, I may not be too involved with chat. It looks like you got no word from Abby, which that's hella annoying. Hey, Ember, how you doing, baby?
Hello, I didn't even hear you come in. I heard the door. I was like, looked around. I was like, where's the body? Where's the person? Oh, you came
Ember,
from that door.
you watch out for everybody gets on duty today, okay, sweetie? I appreciate that. And also, you give a little bonus energy Sasha's way, okay? Do that for me, sweetie. Well, I appreciate it. It's my morning ritual with Ember here.
Huh?
So that's my morning ritual with Ember there. Let me get
I like when
changed
you
and talk
actually
to.
get to, really look like you're fitting. But usually you don't.
All right. No, not outlets again. Hey, Lounge, how you doing? Lounge, I said it at the top. I put it in my announcements. I may be a little distracted today because we're doing this eval, so I do apologize if I don't keep up with chat very well. So I hope you and others that come along will understand. Foxtrot 75 is 1041.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you much. All right. So all ready to go?
Yeah, I hope so. I assume if there was other people, we'd be in the engine, but there's not. So
We will still be using the engine. I'm going
Oh,
to
really?
exercise priority because we will be using it. It's part of the eval.
Okay.
So the eval will include a question portion and also what's the term I'm looking for? Practical
Yeah.
applications as well. So yeah, since it is us, we will obviously have to respond to calls, but
Yeah.
there is, even though this is for your eval from junior firefighter, blah, from junior firefighter to firefighter, there is a couple things that are still medic related. One is
Yeah.
basically just responding to 911s and handling them well like you normally would. So that's just, like I said, it's pretty basic, but we still want to see that you're handling it well and covering it well. And the other one we can knock out right now because you don't know if we will have to do it in the field, but they want a double check of how well you administer an IV. Okay.
Yeah, I had to do that yesterday.
You did yesterday. Go
You
figure.
know, you want to know how bad it was? It took us 2 hours to start the training. Almost.
So you knew I was the one who called for Abby, of course.
Yeah, we had two other
I
calls after that.
Yeah, I didn't break protocol, but I was actually still on radio, so I heard some of them.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, when you're off duty, you can be on radio. You're just not supposed to, you know, enter into a conversation yourself.
Yeah.
So I was hearing those calls. Yes, I knew how busy you were.
We every time we get to Chile, immediately leave. It happened 3 different times, including yours. One of them we thought was like, actually, we didn't even get to Chiliad like one of the times either. We were still in the city, and we're like, oh boy, that's a lot of alpha. I'm just so glad that it was only stab wounds.
All right, let me get our old training dummy here.
Oh, you guys have another training dummy. I was only see that they get it from the boxes, the drawers over here.
Yeah, there's a couple of them.
I was a training dummy once. Eval. I was here. I was like, I'll be the dummy, and I helped create scenes. It was fun. I good just to start the IB process. Is that all we're trying to do, or are we doing like a whole thing?
So it is just your basic administering of a IV.
Okay.
So yeah, just go ahead and we can assume, we don't need to go into real detail, but we can just say that, yeah, this is someone who's a patient that we're here We have assessed them. They are in a condition that requires IV of some type. Maybe let's say they
Yeah.
had some GSWs, so they're bleeding and showing bleed through of the chest seals. So we need some paracetamol. So go ahead and do your thing.
I also did use an gel for the first.
Sorry, say it again.
I had to use an gel for the first time yesterday too.
Oh wow.
You see, we got the vein easily. So yeah.
That dummy's really made well, where they're easy to find. It reminds you of a strawberry. Hey, Knight, how you doing?
All right. I know there's not actually in here, so you
Right.
put you up there's.
So yeah, we'll say we got a good flashback.
Okay.
It's more about just observing the process.
I got a bit. No, I'm not actually gonna try to push saline. We're
Right.
pushing saline out. I'm not trying to make me sticky. Yeah. Whatever I'm gonna do from the
Yeah,
start.
like I said, it would be, some TXA in this case. So, but yeah, no, that looked perfect. Thank you, thank you. Okay, you can go ahead and take your gear, and I'll take care of him.
Yeah, we had one of the calls that you probably heard that is someone was impaled by a pole. That was interesting.
Oof.
Like a light pole. I don't. That
That's
was also a
unique
first.
to say the least.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun calls.
I didn't get a lot of the details. I just know you guys were busy.
Yeah.
All right.
You were on this side of the door the whole time.
You can come on back out.
You still? Are you still here? I'll catch up in a second. Where are you? Oh, I found you. I'm gonna find you. You were at the door the whole time.
Yeah, doors can be strange. Okay. Also, let me say,
Yes.
bear with me. This is my first time doing an eval, so
Got it. Hey, it's my
I
first
may
time
not.
doing this kind of thing too.
Yeah, right. Well, I may not have everything, properly organized and that stuff, so I do
No, you're fine.
apologize.
I'm not gonna be like upset, be like, oh no, you got this one new detail that I am unaware about.
Yep, very
No,
true,
you're gonna
Knight.
be
Very
good.
true.
Trust you.
Okay,
Good.
so one thing I meant to check real quick. What are we dealing with as far as 15 law enforcements? That's a few. Okay.
15 law enforcement?
Yeah, I wanted to see
Oh, you're
how
talking about
busy.
duty. I thought we had to deal
Yeah.
with. I was like, what are we doing with 50 people?
No, I wanted to see how many are on duty and what we might be dealing with for potential calls. So I'm going to try to knock out, there is, like I said, a question portion. We're going to try to knock that out, pretty much all of it right now before storm hits. Okay?
Do you know what briefing is? You switch it to only.
So my
briefing or-
understanding is now it is never any place except VPD. It's only
Okay.
VPD from now on, is my understanding. Now, they told us that once before, and it changed. But since they've told us that the second time, it hasn't changed yet. So I think that's going to be it.
Okay. I just want to know because I didn't know if they were gonna. Put some fun about it.
Yeah, if it is just us when storm rolls around, we are going to go to briefing briefly just to let them know that depending on calls, we may not respond. Like if it's really simple stuff like taser prongs, I'm just going to have them do self-transport.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go there to give them a heads up and then just get going back to our stuff, especially if it's just you and I still. See something on my feet or something?
Just saying with the flight thing, I just don't want to accidentally start crawling over on top of someone's body, and it just happens to, where I'm just trying to really just groove normally, do a lot of my
Right.
normal stuff. I just start crawling.
Okay, if I can ask you to step forward a few spaces, I'm going to have to respectfully stare at you.
That's fine.
It's about making sure you're in proper uniform. So, that's EMT, perfect. It would be nice if we could get some shirts
I
that
don't
say
know.
firefighter.
I know. I'm so sad. Does it mean we don't put paramedic on? We leave this van so you get this go.
I'm sorry, say again?
What do we keep this as paramedic or do we put it as leave it as advanced CMT because we're not paramedic?
We leave it as
So weird.
advanced EMT because we're not
Okay.
paramedics. Yeah. Okay.
Good to know.
Your uniform looks excellent. Okay. Remember, it is also open book. If you need it, refer to it. But the more you can deal without, obviously, like checking stuff, the better.
Yeah. I did recently eat breakfast and stuff, so if I suddenly need to think about something, I'll let you know. Like, let my Tamagotchi to the bathroom or something. I'll let you know.
Understandable. Okay. You do have your hazmat cert, correct?
Yeah, only one I'm missing is Marine.
So, can you give me a example of how you might handle being called to a facility that, by the 911 call that it was received, they believe they've gotten a propane leak going?
Propane. Sorry,
No worries.
propane leak. Um, I'm in response to the 911 asking them to evacuate a safe distance away before I haven't seen. I would change out into my hazmat gear always, not hazmat gear, into like a fire suit because it's propane. If it catches on fire, we need to know some protection. It's more of the fire related side of a hazmat call. It's not like something that skins kill you. Um, but once on scene, if they give us a general area, we could. Um, do we need me to go into detail with what like um tools we're doing it with, like a floor gas meter or multimeter? What
Yeah,
guess? I forgot what you
exactly.
guys call it. I'm used to it as a floor gas because it takes four gases.
Uh, it's yeah, the multi-gas meter is what we refer to it as.
I might call it a floor gas out of habit, but
No, that's fine.
it's the same thing. But yeah, we're in our turnout. I remember what they were called. Yay. This is what dyslexia does. There's so much going on, I don't remember. Anyway, um, we have that the multi-gas meter. I'm gonna have an extinguisher on me, um, either in my hand or like on my back. And once we get like the general air, we can ask them how long it's been going off or when they noticed it, what made them notice. Um, Once we get all of the detailed information, we'll have hopefully there's already an ambulance within the area, but not on scene, just in case something happens. Uh, it's just a short period of time. They get evaluated while we're going in by anyone who's doing medical treatment. Out of that, we're going to go in first just to stop it because if something happens, then everyone's going to get hurt right away. Anyway, but when we go in, we find the leak. If we're able to close it or turn off the source to stop it from leaking any further, that would be our first goal to attempt.
Hmm? Let's say that you have found the source of the leak and it is confirmed by your multi-gas or whatever it's called meter
Mm.
to be propane. What are some of the actions you would take to clear the area?
To clear the area, Sorry, I'm not right away. I'm trying to remember what's happening. We haven't really, these don't come in that often, but if there's any people in the area, I would already have had them leave, but I would notify the rest of the team that we found the source of the leak and confirmed it. If we had, like I said, easy way to shut off the leak, stop it from pushing, like if there's a valve, want to do that first before anything else. If there's any source of flame, that would have already set something off, so kind of want to stop it from pushing any further. But if there's any source of that too, that'd be another start putting out that fire too. But once we get it closed, with like a putty thing, sealing a hole or shutting off a valve and finding more of a reason why. If this is at a facility, most likely it's already an open area and it will self ventilate. Otherwise, we can, if it's like during my training, they said inside burger shop, one of their things are going off. You can open the windows, determine what determine what direction the wind's going, and have people just stand on the other side, so it's not all the propane gas is not blowing onto them. And we could set up fans and let it push it out the window and let it
Perfect.
ventilate out itself.
And do you remember from the hazardous material course the ERG book?
Yeah, the response guide.
Mm-hmm.
It give you distances and best practice too,
Correct.
for how far you stay away.
And you can also do such things as track down propane and other hazardous materials in there, and it will have advice for how to handle them, right?
Yeah,
Right.
especially
Okay.
mentally too.
Perfect. That was excellently done.
Yeah, I had one at the hazard. I know a lot of things.
I mean, I feel like hazmat's my weakest area. Me and Rain have talked before. We both agree some of the stuff we do, even if we've been certed in it, it would be nice to have refresher courses every so often, and I wouldn't mind hazmat. But no, that was
Yeah, I agree.
excellently
I think
done.
it's good.
Okay, let's go to some more basic stuff since we got one of the big ugly ones out of the way. What helmet color is
Okay.
worn by a junior firefighter?
Yellow.
What helmet color is worn by a firefighter?
Orange, I believe.
And what helmet color is worn by a senior firefighter?
Um, I haven't gone through all the helmet colors. I know it's something with it recently changed, or I read it wrong and it didn't recently change, and I just my emails freaked out. But I
Well,
think it's red,
okay,
if I am correct. And like commander supervisor's white.
correct.
Okay.
Can you explain the importance of incident command on scene of a fire or an MVA?
For having an instant command person, if they're the best keeping track of everything that's going on, they know people we have out on the scene, what they're doing at all times, and they're going to be the main person we're communicating back to. Whether it's a calls, like if we searched the floor, we let them know. If we found somebody, we let them know if something happened or big inside of the building with a fire structure like that. We let them know if the car blew up before we could get somebody out. We let them know, kind of thing, that they're in charge of all of that with safety and organization.
What would be the first thing a incident commander would do on arriving on a scene of a, say, structure fire?
The first thing they would do would be assign the Alpha Bravo. So I almost did a really dyslexic moment. Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta side, so we know which way we're all entering, and seeing if the fire's on the outside, if it's just internal, seeing where the smoke is coming from or possibly there.
Right. The short form of that is you could just say conduct the initial 360.
Oh yeah. I forgot that was called.
No worries. Again, you're doing excellent. I just wanted to mention that, just so if you hear the term again and you're familiar with it.
Yeah, bring it back. Someone said it.
When would a rescue be sent on a motor vehicle accident?
When would I rescue in them? Like in what
A
form?
engine. When would a engine be sent on a motor vehicle accident?
Oh, technically, any related MBA accident can have an engine. It's always good to have to be safe. But if there's any signs of leaking fuel, smoke, or just entrapment within the vehicle, you want an engine there. But like I said, you want it there as much as every time, basically
Perfect.
available.
How much water does baby Sasha carry?
Does she have a limit? Because we can hook up to. Um,
So you've gotten ahead. That's a future question. Well done. But no, if her own resources. What is her own resource capacity without any extraneous
um,
circumstances?
I'm just to throw it now. It's probably gonna be very wrong.
Well,
Is it?
remember, it is open book if you want to look at the book
I
first.
I'm just gonna look in the book because that I have no idea.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, I was actually really close. I was halfway to the amount, 1,000 gallons.
What was it you were thinking?
It was 500.
Right. No, it is 1,000.
I'm
Perfect.
close. Definitely.
Can you name three pieces of equipment we carry on the engine and their uses?
We have the spread, which is like the easy to turn to describe it. There's a door, it's jammed, you're unable to open it uh, at all or safely. Prop it in the doors and it spread and push open the doors as far as it can, because obviously you're not able to do. And easy for that is cutters, which would cut off said door, usually, or any other things that are entrapping them in a way that can be cut. We have the hydraulic ram as well, which if someone is entrapped, like if the MVA usually is what this is used for, if the dashboard or steering wheel is pushed into them to a point where we cannot get them out safely without risking more harm to the patient, we would put the rams up and see if we're able to push it out off of them and transport or extract them as full as possible because it was on. There's more medical things going on than we can see. But
That's
that's three.
that's three. For bonus points, can you name two more?
We have the generators or the jennies, which hook up to both the spreaders and the cutters. Hydraulic ramps do and needed depending. Usually, I've seen people just pull because they're smaller. Um, no, let's see. Does a hose count?
I threw it out there. I did more than three, but I did say hoses, so they counted it for me, so I'll count it for you. Also, the water cannon itself, I consider a piece of equipment on the.
Yeah.
Just for a couple things that we don't want to forget, don't forget, we also have like fire axe and the Halligan bar. Also, of course, the rescue struts to brace the vehicles. Those are a couple others.
Yeah.
All right. What are some items to look for when conducting the initial 360 of a building?
When we're doing it, we get to see if we have any active flame or heavy smoke from certain sides, because that would mean there is most likely a um, fire at that exact side. You can see if there's any structural weaknesses, if you could see a bending of a floor or any already made holes, open windows, or with the window, very easy able to see people. That's the thing you want to keep an eye out for. Yeah.
Okay. Now, one that I forgot myself, so I'll mention it. Don't forget, another good thing to look for is closest water supply. Like, is there a hydrant
Oh
nearby?
yes.
Yeah, I forgot that one myself, so that's why I just kind of at least wanted to mention it, make sure it's something you keep in your mind as well. Okay, who takes command of an incident?
Well, if there's an incident safety officer, they're going to be, regardless of the highest rank, they are going to be the one. Like if Violet's there, I'm talking about this. The older is ISO is Jesse's. He's around. He gets to be in charge. Levi's would be the most experienced person or man because they would have violated calls, but if they are uncomfortable with the sting, it would be the highest like firefighter related person on scene.
When would command be transferred?
Um, if command is transferred, if something bad basically goes on, they become unavailable. Um, if it's a firefighter related person and they need someone else going in, something an extra circumstance come up, it would be transferred temporarily until they're able to resume their duties.
That's one. Another one to also keep in mind is just the arrival of a higher ranking firefighter.
Oh,
Command could be transferred as well. Okay. Can you name 3 types of incidents an engine should attend?
well, we kind of already said one earlier. MVA, anything related to that. Hazmat related calls. An engine is always good to go to because there's foam and not foam. I feel like there's a my best friend just asked me. Uh, another one would be if there is an active fire going in, like if there's a structure, open fire, like under the picture we're talking about. But
Perfect.
they can always go with anything in all honesty,
Mm.
because you never know. Except for on top of the mountain. I would do that. I know how to get off river. At least that's for me personally.
Yep. What is the difference between an offensive and defensive fire attack?
Um, every time I hear off with defense, it's getting easier to remember as I get older, but I never understood what that meant. When I was young, it still is really weird to me, but offensive is if you're trying to protect it from spreading any further. You basically you can put a foam line down or like those wildfires that people, like can put those helicopter stuff. We don't do that, but there's stuff like that is considered like an offensive. Defensive is you're pushing in, trying to put it out completely. If I am correct, I really hope I didn't switch the terms. Like I'm so bad at knowing
Do
what
you
that
want to
means.
refer to your book?
Yeah.
I think it's the mic. I'm gonna suggest a lozenge to her if it keeps up, because yeah, it is getting hard to hear her sometimes. But I do think it's all the mic.
So I was seems to get this practically right. Just I know as it says we're going into seat of the fire.
For the offensive attack, right?
Yeah. Well, what do you mean by seat?
Basically, you're going right to where the fire is. So basically, you know, the where you can get as close as possible to it and attack it directly.
Oh, so did I switch them?
Yes, right.
Yeah,
Flip
see,
flop it.
I mean, I really, I know the differences, but I don't know which is which.
Right. It's a little bit of the
Every
dyslexia, I think, there, right?
time I, my dad made anything talk about like the dollars, so you're like, I don't know what it means. Did they explain it to me? I don't know what that means.
Okay, well, the offensive tack is going inside, and you find the seat of the fire, in other words, the
Okay.
most heaviest point of it, and just basically, battling it face to face, being right there in front of it. It's also when you're going in looking for victims as well. Defensive attack is when you pull back, and it's basically when it's become too dangerous to be right up by the seat of the flame, and you're trying to contain it from more of a distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
What
was
are
right, but I was wrong. I love it.
right? Exactly. You explained it very well. Just remember, it's flip flopped.
I know I flipped it too.
What are
Dang it.
what are we looking for during a primary search?
Um, do if what the biggest sections or parts of the surround fire, like if the fire portions, or is it you said see the seat of the fire, like where's the biggest point? Um, if there's any other little spits out past it or around the big if thing
Do you want to refer
structural or
to your
people
book
nearby.
again?
Huh?
Do you want to refer to your book again?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Do, so you choose a side of the room to start at, and you follow along, and you're informing of the commander that what way you're going and everything.
What are you looking for? What is the primary?
Victims.
There you go. That's the word I was looking
Yeah.
for.
uh,
What are you looking for during a secondary search?
it's the same thing,
You can also look
but
for other things during the secondary search.
mhm.
First thing is the first and foremost primary search is victims. On a secondary search, you can look for other things.
Yeah, like animals and stuff. Sorry, I had it open.
No problem. What's another thing besides animals you could look for in a secondary
Well,
search?
I said I had it open. So medication or anything of high
There you
value, we
go.
are able to get out for them.
There you go. Perfect. What are two methods of supplying the engine with water?
Well, we already said hydrants, or
Hmm.
if that is unable to get a case, if we need to put it into an actual body of water, but that's not always the go-to primary source.
Right, but that is a secondary source.
Mhm.
What is the difference between attack and supply lines?
Um, I'm gonna go with what I believe it is supposed to be, and if I am wrong, I'm gonna refer to my book. All right. So attack is specifically used for firefighting related measures lines. Supply is going to like either like it's a supply line if it's going straight to the engine or if it's going between house and sprinkler kind of supply lines.
Tack lines is right.
Supply
Just
is not.
describe what you're saying for the supply lines again. Make sure I'm understanding you.
Um, so supply is it's a general kind of water line. Like if it's going I know hydrants are attached to other things that could be considered a supply line.
Right, there you go. Yeah, supply lines
Okay.
are basically lines using to sustain or refill the apparatus.
Yeah.
What are the cold, warm, and hot zones?
All right. I am probably going to refer to my book again for this. I'm not remembering quite exactly off the top of my head, and I'm not about to spout out the really wrong answer.
No worries. It's very similar to the hazmat stuff, though. Just that's a little bit of a hint.
And it was the view down there.
Just need to stretch a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm struggling to find this. Damn it. I'm trying.
Some of the stuff is very difficult to dig up. Yes, it's a little annoying. I wish we had a little better referral tools for some of the stuff we do. Thank you, Lounge. Why is it going to?
I am not gonna lie, I have not found a single thing relating to cold and hot zones at all in the entirety of the firefighter handbook or the main hand so far.
Like I said, there was mention of it in the hazardous incident. I don't remember where I dug it up myself, but I did look it up recently. Can you take a guess, maybe, if you can't find it?
All right, what were the mentioned? Cold, warm, and hot.
The cold, warm, and hot zones.
All right. Hot zones relating to firefighting or even the hazmat as you're mentioning would be the areas closest to the scene or the impact area. Uh, the warm be the in between section where you'd be doing all of your decontamination or entering of the area. And then you'd be staging it. Personnel or victims, everything would be if they're once they're decontaminated. If that's a thing they'll have to do, would be in the cold zone.
So think of it this way. In regards to a structure fire,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely right. Hot zone is where it is, what you're dealing with, the actual seat of the fire itself. Once again, like if it's a structure fire, the building on fire is your hot zone. The warm zone, instead of decontamination, you're replacing that with the apparatus. The warm zone is usually where your engine is going to be. And yes, it's obviously the middle between the hot and the cold zone.
I
But yeah,
now I find,
you just
but
found
yeah,
it.
it's basically what I said. Cold zone is
Right.
like the
And
main
cold
area where
zone
everything's staged.
is yeah, the where like incident commanders will be and additional personnel if necessary for additional work and help.
Yeah, and warm is contamination in transit zone. Sounds right.
Perfect.
Let's go.
There we
Glad
go.
I just want to make sure I was right because I didn't know if they would be another thing where my dyslexic butt is slapping what cold and hot mean. I know what warm is.
All right. Have you ever entered a fire IR?
Um, no, I didn't know we were required to do that. Tabby did that and explained that to me, and I know how to do it now. And it's basically the same thing as any other IR. You're just putting in what was affected and everything.
Right, right. It's just
So
specifically for
it's-
fire, but it doesn't need to be. It's generally usually for the more volatile ones, like a normal MVA probably is not going to be
yeah, no.
entered. But if it's a MVA with multiple cars on fire or the fire is spread or something like that, then yes, you'd need to do it.
Or the bridge
Any
and yeah, I didn't know we had to do that. I don't think it's ever
right.
told to me.
Any structure fire, yeah. So you at least know where to refer to them, but yes. So you've never done one though, right? Because if
I
you
haven't
have,
had.
okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I only have that one major call, which is the fire under the bridge with the husband dumping over a dumpster
Okay.
setting it on fire. But Tabby did that, and she's like, "Did you know you had to do this?" I'm like, "What?" Now I do. I don't remember even reading that you had to do that either.
Let me see if I can find something here. Give me a few moments. Where is it? Where is it? I got this somewhere. Okay, I'm about to email you something. All right.
Okay.
For what I'm about to email you, black is smoke, orange is fire, and we're going to
Oh gosh, it's almost.
Foxtrot 75 will be attaching to Med 1 E76 to that in staging. So we are going to use Med because that is
Yeah.
what it is.
I'm looking at the area. I'm gonna make sure it's an MVA or it's an explosion if they hit the tank. Oh, they're in the water. we. Are you grabbing something?
Yeesh. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go with a
I think we're good.
Speedo.
Sasha 16 saved Jurassic at Edging Playful.
Thank you. Being the supervisor, do you want to talk? Sure, do you get it?
Yeah, I just wanted to get moving first. Safford to PD.
PD?
Are we clear to roll in on that alert?
Sure.
You know I'm kind of a little terrified of thunderstorms, so we're gonna. I love having to respond.
I remember you don't like thunderstorms. I'm sorry it happened right now.
I have to do my job. It's fine. Just get a little
Hang in
oops
there.
here and
Hang in
there.
there.
I'll be okay. I had to respond by myself last.
So they're actually in the water, you said?
Looks like it gets them in now on our map, our GPS. I might have pulled them out of the water.
Yeah,
They're on
that's
the
what they did,
beach.
but it looks like we can get there from here, I think.
Officially, this call I've had in the same spot.
Find 123 at the latest. Bravo.
Yeah, spit it out, Claire. Spit it out. Coughing up some water.
Okay, they breathing all right?
That I don't have an answer for.
She's not breathing, but she has a rapid pulse. I'm assuming it's because of the water in her lungs, so we're trying to get that out right now.
Okay.
She is breathing, but it's like it's a little shitty at the moment, so.
All right. Yeah.
She's on her side right now.
Recovery position.
Yep. She ocean dumped her car, so
All right. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm gonna give your back a couple more hits to see if we can get everything dislodged. All right.
I'm trying to check over her injuries and her vitals. They said it's rapid if this is going back down if she's able to.
I'm gonna back off and let y'all take over now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just the med bag holder. Let me know if you need anything.
You should have everything in more in the backpack. Thank you.
Okay, putting it away.
Okay.
Alright, her vitals going back down.
Thanks for grabbing it.
Good.
Oh, good.
Can you hear us? You conscious?
Here.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks
I'm
like
gonna
she
take
is
care of her
now.
forehead.
I'm gonna take care of the forehead, and I'll take care of the arm.
Yeah.
Or actually, it's okay. The forearm.
It's alright, mine's also submerged right now.
Yeah, it's closest to you.
Yep. Hopefully, we'll get going quickly. All right. Good. That's good. I got the glass dislodged with just saline wash over here.
I'm just gonna move my car back so it doesn't get spooked by the water.
Yep.
I think it already did. I think my car's.
No, is it?
Yeah, can you tell me it?
Oh, if it's water damage, it's not turning back.
Ah.
I did peak load. I'm gonna put this.
I'm gonna go ahead and get an O2 mask.
Oh,
right
okay,
now,
perfect. I
Since
didn't
we got all the water out.
Yeah. Okay, next. Okay.
Never mind, Layla.
Okay.
By the way, there's no
I'm gonna
PW
check
around, so I'm
the
gonna
other
send your
injury.
car
Go ahead and grab
days.
a spine board so
Okay.
we can move it.
Yeah, due to storm proximity, we're gonna have to call this good. I'll take one last sweep though, just to be sure. We're just gonna go ahead and assume concussion. Not deal with that, just to get going, like I said. And if I can see anything else. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Ready? You want to get her on?
Yes.
I'm gonna make sure that our ammo is still moving.
Alright.
What's gonna be the easiest way out of here, guys?
Probably that way, the way we came in.
Straight ahead?
Yeah.
Alright, thanks.
Her car got towed, by the way.
Med 1 76 pillbox 1 Cat 2 patient.
So we're getting you there. I know you can still hear us now that you were talking.
Yeah, I always talk to unconscious patients too.
Yeah. Because that's one of the things I will always know. Hearing is the last thing to go. So.
Excellent. Get up
I
there.
don't think that's the best way out now.
I just wasn't sure if we could get around the pillars there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, this isn't my car.
No,
it's the
it's
back of a pink
not.
ambulance. You okay? How you feeling?
I'm dizzy. Oh,
Yeah,
my
I
head
got
hurts. Oh, my chest hurts. I hurt. Oh no.
Oh, gosh. Well,
Are you okay back there? Can you check on her?
I'm good. I think I'm still strapped.
I need to check you over here.
Wish we came to this area a little more often. I'd know my way around better.
Can we squeeze through that? Oh, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
What'd you say? I'm sorry. Is it
Yeah,
loud?
it's really
Well,
pretty.
thank you. I like your person.
Thank you.
But yeah. You got into a little accident. We're helping you. You hit your head a little, so that's why I'm turning you see. We're just trying to get you back to the hospital.
Hang in there.
We're almost there.
Sasha, I'll get the ambo stop. You move her immediately once we're there. Med post in 23.
Alright.
Thank you, Mystic.
The flips were like.
Going in T1 is your number one. Hey, Dr. Z, we have a clear Demetra, I think here. She got into an MVA in the water. We didn't treat any hypothermia because it's just concussion. She has a gash on her forehead and scrapes on her arm. We were able to clean it out and slow the bleeding. We're assuming concussion. She's a little dizzy, but besides that, vitals were returned to normal and gave her some O2. All right, quickest handoff.
Perfect. Well
Okay.
done. Hope you feel better soon. We will
Thank you.
Yeah.
check up on you after storm.
My bad. I told you the wrong direction. It
Yeah,
might have been
because of
easier.
her
For...
happy thing.
Uh-huh.
Listen, that's the way we came in, okay?
Uh-huh.
Sorry. Look, you made it. That's the important thing, right?
Alright, I'm gonna step outside close my eyes for storm. Alright, Foxtrot 75 will be 10-7 till after storm.
Sasha, just in same traffic.
Yeesh. Gotta always love those ones right before frickin' storm. Anyways, hello Vale, hello Mystic. We don't know exactly what happened, just that she went into the water. Hello, lovely, awesome praise. How are you? I've said it a couple times. I said it in my announcements. No, the Yambo survived. I don't know how, but it righted itself. I am doing my first ever eval. I might not be too focused on chat. I do apologize if I miss some things, but I'll do my best to occasionally check in and just ask how y'all are doing and see if I can answer anything that comes my way. But yeah, I'm going to be very, very focused here, so please keep that in mind. We do have a good portion of the eval done already, so that's good. What did you bring for lunch? And thank you for sharing with the class. All right, she did all that, and she did excellent in all that. Well, that I can close. All right, I am gonna clean up a couple of dishes, one glass, one dish, and use the bathroom. I'll be back shortly. Oh, very nice, Vale. Very nice. So almost a chef salad. No, not the cracked pepper going bad. I love cracked pepper turkey. Hello, lovely Miss Mew. How are you? Did I ever tell you about my pepper explosion sandwich, Vale? It's cracked pepper turkey, peppered salami, and pepper jack cheese. What I call the pepper explosion sandwich. Gosh darn it. 5M starting to act up. Okay, I think it's working? Question mark? Uh-huh. Yeah, 5M is acting up. Wonderful. Vale is sharing salad with veggies and chopped up ham and Swiss with ranch and croutons. Does that sound good, Mew? Yeah, I think we got it working now. Or maybe not. I think I do need to do a full reboot. Yeah, I think I need to do a full reboot. Wonderful. Typical. Alright, let me DM Sasha's player. Started a new game yesterday, Once Human's pretty fun. I remember Once Human. Yes, I do believe I've heard many people say they enjoy it. Anyways, please excuse me, because 5M is acting up, so that means I need to do a full reboot. So I will be back in a few. Hang in there.